Hey Facebook friends, Marianne here. I just wanted to take a brief moment to address something that I'm seeing coming all over Facebook that I find absolutely ridiculous. And this is basically my reaction to just say, please, 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 can we have some common sense here? And that's this whole thing. This isn't about Republican versus Democrat, Kamala versus Trump. This is just about common sense, okay? What it is I'm hearing people say, Kamala can't be black, she's Jamaican. Okay, for those of you that aren't thinking clearly, there's something called the slave trade. It brought people from Africa into the Americas. They went all up and down North and Central and South America. People were taken to Brazil. People were taken to Haiti. People were taken to North Carolina. Okay, they went all over the Americas, not just one place. And some of them were taken to Jamaica. And guess what? They are still black there. Those that came from Africa are black, just like there are black people in Brazil, just like there are black people in Mexico, just like there are black people all over the world. You know, if I go to London, I have black friends that speak with an English accent. You know, there's black people all over the place. And just because your nationality is one thing doesn't mean that your skin color disappears. You know, there's a hilarious story that I've shared with some of my friends that when I was a little girl and I was taken in front of the judge and I was, you know, basically sworn in to get nationalized, become a United States citizen. I was super excited because my parents told me what it was all about. We were having that Neil Diamond song, "They're coming to America." I was super excited. And I remember being like this little kid just looking down here, and there was this big judge, and he was kind of coming down, looking over his desk at me, and he's like, "Do you want to be an American, my child?" And as a little kid, I was down there and I went, "Well, will I still be brown?" And I remember this judge started cracking up and he said, you know, yes, there are brown people, black people, yellow people, white people, all these people, you know, Native Americans all over in America. You can be any color skin and still be an American. Well, that's true about any country. And in Jamaica, yes, Kamala Harris had a black parent who was descended from slaves, and that's where she got her DNA from. The other side of the DNA was she had a parent that was from India. And guess what? You know, in the United States, we have people who are mixes. Most of us are mutts, unless you recently came within one generation, maybe second generation, or maybe you're purebred, but you know, really, in the United States, unless you are Native American and have been only descended from people who married Native Americans all along the way, which is still pretty hard. You know, you go to most reservations and they have people who have African genetics in there, people who have English genetics. In fact, there's something called the Blessed Blend, and it's people that have Gaelic genetics with Cherokee. There's actually a name for that, blending. So we're a nation of people that blend DNA. So yes, you can have Indian genetics and African genetics, and your genetics, believe it or not, your DNA has nothing to do with the actual country or culture that you're from. I mean, look at me. I am basically mostly Native American DNA, but the culture that I came from is Dallas, Texas. So I tell people I'm Tex-Mex. Point is, this whole thing that some of you are posting, that she can't be black because she's Jamaican, is utterly and utterly ridiculous. So go ahead, vote for Trump if you're for him, vote for Kamala if you're for her. I'm obviously for Kamala, but the point is, at the end of the day, don't debase yourself by doing, you know, talking about stuff in such a ridiculous way. We all know right now what DNA is. We all know that you have a mother and father and they each have DNA and they blend. And that's why people can say, I'm 1/4 this, I'm 1/2 that. Or if you're like me, you're a percentage of everything. So anyway, I just wanted to shout out to everybody because this is, you know, it's like, come on people, let's lift the conversation a bit. Let's talk about the things that we really care about politically here. And if we have to talk about somebody's DNA, then let's be realistic about it and let's be informed and not just make it sound like we're a nation of ignorant people, okay? So anyway, just have to do that shout out. Lots of love to everybody. And if you catch others talking about that, come on and challenge them. Let's shift the conversation past what is idiocy and talk about things that really matter. So lots of love to everyone. See you soon.